Hello, friends. This is Rich over the Gospel Rescue Mission. Hey, I was reading the Proverbs the other day, and I came across this Proverbs. Pretty exciting. I read the Proverbs through every month. There's 31 Proverbs, 31 days in most months. Some months I have to double up when I get to the end of the month. February, I got to read 3 Proverbs at the end of the month, but generally I get through the Proverbs every single month. But I came across this back on the 10th of this month. And every month, actually. But it says this: but when the whirlwind passes, the wicked is no more, but the righteous has an everlasting foundation. Again, Proverbs 10:25. When the whirlwind passes, the wicked is no more, but the righteous has an everlasting foundation. That's the whole reason why we have these videos, is help you set up a solid foundation. And we've been talking about journaling as a key component of that. But we also want to talk about a morning routine as part of your life. You should be journaling that to hold yourself accountable for it. You can go back and record and see how much better your day goes when you've taken time to journal it. Now, this starts with a good, solid morning, good night's sleep, and then you wake up and you kind of figure out how long it's going to take. You need to make sure you're working at something physical, mental, spiritual, and then social. And we'll talk more about that next time, about the reasons for that, some of the dynamics of that. But for today, as you're doing this journaling, start to develop your plan and figure out how long it takes you to do it. And when I first started setting up my morning routine, it was about a 30-minute sort of routine kind of going on. And as I've grown and prospered, my foundation has become more solid. I can add more time to that. So now it's about a 2-hour, a little over 2-hour process. And so what I look at is when do I need to be at the office? And so I'll figure out that time. Well, when's my first meeting? Sometimes that's earlier than getting to my office. I have some morning meetings that I do every week that are a little bit earlier. And I say, okay, back off 2 hours. That's when I'm getting up. That's when I'm waking up, and then I'm starting to move through my day. And then I have this plan. So again, something physical, mental, spiritual, social, worked into your morning routine. You have a good night's sleep, then launch out into this and have the same sort of thing. It could be different every day. Again, make sure you have some sort of movement, exercise, and it needs to be balanced. We'll talk about that in another video later on in the specifics. Then something mental, something you're reading, studying. Again, you're preparing for your day, thinking about all those possible meetings and how those things might go. You can go back to a previous video to see the details on that. And then something spiritual. You want to connect with God. The world's noisy. We need to be able to hone in and hear God's voice clearly in the midst of the storms as we face them. And then social. How are you going to connect with your family, friends? How are you going to have that day? So again, thank you so much. Build that solid foundation and let us experience more of God today in our everyday lives.